and your life becomes a joyous ride. Because the awareness is all it takes to bring all the goodies into your life that you always longed for. Hi there, I call myself the traveling messenger. But the travel documentary is far too difficult for me to provide. So I go back to what I do best and what I love doing, what I feel called to do. And that is to provide an inspiration about life. See, there is two events in life which are most important to all of us. And that is that we are born and that one day we will die. And all that time in between we call our life. And traditionally we try to prevent thinking of its perishability right through the whole event. We don't like to think of dying. We don't like to think of saying goodbye. And that is because with our birth into a body, we believe that it is the body that we are. And of course, the body is what will perish. But during the life event, we have experiences. Without experience, no life, really. And in that experience, we like to be excited. We like to feel joy. We like to be loved. We like to be in peace. And most of all, we like to be free. So all of that, including the experience that we make, is connected to the awareness that we bring into this moment. Without awareness, there would be no experience. No experience whatsoever. At the same time, the awareness is intermingled with what is happening. And that is why it seems to be difficult to make a difference, to see the difference, to see what it is that we are experiencing without being aware of it. Once we start to recognize the awareness in every experience we make, and the awareness is there in every experience. We hear something. Without being aware of it, we hear nothing. We see something. Without being aware of it, we see nothing. It's not registered. So once we become aware of this awareness, to be aware of being aware, the actual experience that we make, because it is often attached to something that we suffer under. Say, for instance, that we blend out the fact that life is perishable, that it will only last a certain period of time. That induces an amount of anxiety that is constantly within our psyche, constantly with us. And we try to prevent thinking of it. We try to prevent, if we could, we'd prevent it from happening at all. And the awareness while we are aware, brings with it a totally different understanding of who it is we are. Namely, that awareness was there before we came into a body. And that awareness will be there once we leave as an old person. I can guarantee you that. But who am I to guarantee anything? Main thing really is that what you think and how you act, that it makes you feel whole and complete and joyous. The awareness is what brings the love into your life. You fall into love with awareness, and from that love you act in life. You meet people and you know that they are exactly like you. They are not, as society is teaching us all the time, a pure competitor for goods, for food, for shelter. No. They are exactly the same that we are ourselves. The consciousness, the awareness, that is the foundation of every experience we make. And every experience contributes to our life, to the experience of our life. So when we recognize that consciousness or awareness is the basis of it all, we come to terms with who we really are. We suddenly realize that consciousness is everywhere, that everything is made of consciousness, that everything is aware in its own way, and that the awareness of other people grows when you pay attention to your own, and your life becomes a joyous ride, because the awareness is all it takes to bring all the goodies into your life that you always longed for. Love, freedom, peace and happiness. We don't have to buy anything to be happy. It's who we are. So become aware of being aware, and you will be where you always wanted to be. See you next time.